I think there's actually a lot more going on in this than and long ashes and full glasses to each and every one. Oh man, I can't speak. Hello and welcome back. Today I have something special. I have a Suntory Hibiki whiskey that we're going to try and review. So if you want to join in, grab your favorite spirit or drink and enjoy right along with me. As many of you know, Suntory is a Japanese whiskey. And Suntory was founded in 1923 by Shinjori Tiro, I believe. And I hope I got your name right. If I didn't, sorry, I apologize. But as, again, many of you know, Japanese whiskeys kind of follow that same profile as Scotch. It has kind of that same aroma and taste profile because they mimicked that type of whiskey. Also, when Japan started making their own whiskey, they had many of the distillers, master distillers, come to them and actually help them develop a flavor profile that was similar to Scotch, but still had that unique kind of Japanese flair to it. I've never tried this one before. This is actually a friend that has let me borrow it to do a review on, so I'm really excited to get into it. As with many others, I'm assuming, and this is going to be assumptions before the actual review, that the flavor profile is going to, again, mimic that Scotch, where it's buttery yet a little bit smoky, maybe slight hints of peat, but since they do it differently, maybe that peat won't be as prevalent. Also, a lot of Japanese whiskeys are very light, airy, aromatic, floral. So I'm kind of hoping that I get all those kind of things just ramped up a little bit in a more exclusive bottle. I mean, it's not like super exclusive or rare or anything like that, because these do run about $80 to $100 based on where you're at. They're not super easy to find, but if you're in a larger market, you're probably going to be, they're probably going to be more readily available to you. So if you happen to be in one of those markets, you might even find it on the lower end of that scale. So we're going to try and rip into this and see exactly how this tastes. I already love the bottle. The glass cork on top is a rare thing to see. Normally you wouldn't see that. Just the look of the bottle is fantastic. Kind of a fluted area around the bottle. Looks really, really cool. And it does have that lighter color, just like you would see in a normal Japanese whiskey. So I'm assuming that, again, the taste profile is going to be on that lighter side. And that's fine. I really do enjoy Japanese whiskey every so often. But give it an uncork. Oh, nice little pop. Okay. So with these Japanese whiskeys, especially the Hibiki, this one is actually a blend. So according to my research, and if I'm wrong, tell me down in the comments, but the Hibiki is a combination of 10 different malt and grain whiskeys. These are also aged in 5 different casks, being American oak, sherry casks, Japanese Mizunara oak, and others. So we're going to find a lot of different flavor profile or notes within this whiskey. I mean, every time I read something on this, and I'm reading some of it right from my phone so I don't forget, but every time I read something on this, it just intrigues me more and more. And that's one of the reasons why I really do like Japanese whiskeys. They've taken whiskey making to a whole new level of art form. Much like many other Japanese things, they just take it one step above everybody else. So I'm going to go ahead and pour, and we're going to get an idea of what this whiskey is really about. So, like I said, being a Japanese whiskey, you're going to expect it to be very light in color, which is kind of odd. It almost has a little bit of a, I don't know, maybe it's me, but it's got a nice amber color, but almost tinted green a little bit. I don't know if you could pick that up or not, but almost a little bit of a green cast to it. I don't know what it is. It's kind of neat. But yeah, it's very oily, so you know it's gonna really hang on when you taste this. On the nose, oh, that's pretty. It's not as floral as I thought it would be, so I like that. I definitely can get some of the malt. The different grains, it almost has more of a traditional American whiskey than it does a Scotch. So I'm quite impressed. Let's take a sip and find out. It's really nice. Now the proof on this is, what is it again? 86 proof? Yeah, 86 proof, 43 ABV. Very nice proof level. It almost tastes a little more proof than 86, but super approachable. I definitely get the Scotch, but there's no smoke. Pick up oak, caramel, vanilla, just like you normally would. But there is there's a pear note to it almost. So now there's a little more smoke. I'm getting that sherry. Oh, even more oak as it goes on. It's got a really long finish, and I like that. It's almost like they used really young oak. Not like an aged oak or anything like that. It's not tannin, but like the smell of a younger tree when it's cut, and you get kind of that young green cast to. There I go with green again. I don't know what my thing is. I associate aromas and tastes with color, I guess. There's some spice in there too. I'm trying to figure out what that spice is. Oh, that's really nice. Can't figure out what that spice is. Interesting. Very, very interesting. I like that though. I wonder, I'm going to look this up. I'm going to see what the aromas, what they're saying they are. So they say on the nose you should get rose, lychee, hint of rosemary, mature woodiness, and sandalwood. Honey. Yeah, that's it. They said a honey sweetness, candied orange peel. I didn't really get that per se, more of a pear to me. But now I'm getting a citrus. I can see the citrus. And then says a subtle long finish. It's the Mizunara oak. They say really picks up in the finish. And that's why I was saying I was getting that kind of unusual woody note, like a young tree. So maybe that Japanese oak has a particular flavor profile that I was picking up. But yes, I definitely get that sweetness from honey, maybe more so than caramel. But it was just coming off as more of a somewhere of a combination between a bourbon and a scotch. And the longer it goes on, I get more and more of that honey and that Mizunara oak, the Japanese oak. Wow, that is really cool. I like that. Still not sure on the candied orange peel, but some sort of a citrus. But to me, it's more of a candied pear. But I guess the white chocolate. Not sure I'm getting the chocolate. But you never know. The power of suggestion is a huge thing when it comes to whiskey tasting and profiles. So yeah, I can definitely get the rosemary, a little bit of rose, but not like you would think. Not as much as, you know, them pointing that out first. But yeah, that honey really comes through. The Japanese oak really comes through. And it's very, very much a malt whiskey. And I really do enjoy a malt whiskey. They are just, there's something so smooth and inviting about them. I really do kind of wish there was a little bit of smoke, but if they were going for a profile without it, this is perfect. Definitely worth putting on your list if you're looking for an incredibly complex Japanese whiskey. I think there's actually a lot more going on in this than they're giving it credit for. I mean, like I said, I'm reading off the tasting notes here, and there's so much more than that. There's little spikes of spice and a little bit of the caramel. The honeyness is now coming through. Just tons of sweetness. But it's not like overly sweet, but just all different kinds of fluid motions through that sweet palate without being overpowering or being sickeningly sweet, if you understand what I'm getting at. I don't know, maybe not, but absolutely fantastic. Definitely one to put on your list if you're looking for Japanese whiskey. So with that said, I want to thank you all for joining me. If you have your own opinions on Suntory, the Hibiki, or any kind of Japanese whiskeys, please let me know. Let's have a conversation about this. I do again want to thank you all for joining me. Get this one on your list. Please also, and I'm going to start throwing this out just because I know how social media has become lately, please drink responsibly. Long ashes and full glasses to each and every one of you, and we'll see you in the next video. And I do have some more videos coming out. I'm actually going to do a follow-up review on the fixed blade knife. So there's that. I promise I'm gonna get to it. I'm sorry for the delay. I don't know what to tell you. And Jason, fuck you. You may not get this one back. No, you'll get it back, but I may have another glass or two. This is some nice stuff. Thanks again, guys. Bye.